And then he started bragging that he had sex with her. And I'm like, bro, if she let you, I mean, good for you. But I don't think she'd want you to publicly brag about that because she's been a very, no sex before marriage person. So I thought that was funny. But yeah, then I completely cut my ex out of my life because I'm like, I don't want you sending crazy people at my house. As much as I think it would be funny to have an excuse to open my gun safe, I don't need that hassle. I get plenty at the range already. Fun fact, there's a really cool shotgun range by where I live, and something I'm going to do over the summer, if I can find the time, is play with my GoPro and make a video or two from the shotgun range, because it's really fun. It's really fun to shoot targets. But then maybe do a hunting thing too, but we'll see. I know YouTube also has specific rules on magazines and whatnot, but the range also has rules for you're only allowed to have, I think, no more than 2 shells. It was 2 or 3 shells loaded in the shotgun at a time, but fun stuff there. Shoot pickle jars, yeah, right. All right, anyway, briefing. So for those of you that didn't see EU Round 1, the basic premise of this operation, I'll just read the brief again. So, it has been months since the start of the so-called inevitable war, and casualties are mounting up on both sides. On the Greek island of Limnos, which is the official name of Altis, but Altis, Russian forces OPFOR have seized control of the Agalochori Gap and a low-lying pass that contains a vital supply route to and from the port city of Kavala. With the route blockaded and the military supplies unable to pass through to the port, NATO's ability to defend itself both on Altis and the rest of the Aegean Islands is severely compromised. A platoon of U.S. Marines stationed on the island, Blue Fort, has been tasked with taking back the pass and eliminating the enemy forces entrenched there. They must not fail. Game mode is Add Sector. But they are sequential, excuse me. So sector 1 has to be taken, then 2, then 3. So that's why you only see 1 up right there. Matte settings, only 650 meters of render distance, no magnified optics nor NVG equipment. Defender fortified points have been put up to 150. Matte settings, I got confused because I said matte and then saw the Moz and brain went silly, but 2 AT and 1 HE round per gunner on all sides. Blue 4 are going to be rocking Marine kits. Their DMR is going to be a Mark 17. Loadout's going to be M16 A4s and M4A1s, so, M4 platforms. Glock 17s for the secondary weapon. M249s for the support weapon. 240 Golfs also for the medium machine gun. Light anti-tank is going to be the AT4, also known as the 136. And then Sniper is going to get the 2010 bolt action. And then Suppress Shooter is going to get the Mark 14 or the SOCOM 16, both 20 round 7.62 by 51 at NATO battle rifles. And then Crew and Aviation get the MP7 or the M4A1 up to them. Alpha, under Alpha HQ, they have 2 additional slots to crew the mortar. They have both HE and smoke rounds. Assets, they only get 3 M2 cars that are up armored, mind you. Still only take 1 RPG to die, though, but they have 800 rounds of M2 ammo. Up 4 are going to be the Russian separatists, which look very Russian because they have the EMR, so they decided for balance to utilize these. Loadout-wise, they have AK-74s, the MP443 Garage as the secondary weapon. Support gunners are going to get the RPK or the PKP. RPG-26 for the light anti-tank gunners. Snipers are going to get the T5000. The 2 suppressed shooters and X-ray either get 45-round AKSs or 20-round ASVAL 939. Chambered 939, excuse me, and the crew and aviation get either PP-2000 or an AKS-74. Nothing on the crew served weapons. Assets, they get 3 standing cord statics, which have 5 boxes of 50 round each. Very, very point defensy, but also the armor piercing ammo is great for eliminating softer vehicles like the Humvees. Otherwise, looking on the map, just to say how the previous round played out, first off, notice how thin this AO is. How the previous round played out was Blue 4 had a small force go here, the larger force come here. Sector 1 was completely undefended. Sector 2, between 2 and 3, had these massive battle lines that Op 4 just kept falling back to. And what eventually happened was Op 4 got overwhelmed at Sector 3 because Blue 4 was just able to push everything in and annihilate. But it was a pretty fierce match, but it only lasted about 30 minutes, which is why I am deciding to cover this round, because I think it's going to go quicker, especially with less people. But that's only if Blue 4 decides to be maneuverable. Now, Op 4, they had a really good sniper that got quite a few kills, and they misplayed a little bit by going a little too far on the aggressive side. They tried to put their X-ray elements on the far outsides of the map, but Blue 4 was using those far outskirts to maneuver their forces because the center of the valley is a kill zone. So that was a bit of a misplay there, but their snipers still do really well. But even though Blue 4 had their command element sniped by the Op 4 sniper, this AO is so thin and easy that you just have to do lined warfare with limited to no coordination. Just as long as all squads are moving down, you don't really need a command, in my opinion. So it didn't really matter much. If it was any other AO, if the sniper took out the command elements early, it would have, I think, hampered communication. And it would have been much more of an issue for Blue 4 here. But otherwise, let's go ahead and look at our roster here. So again, all things considered, Blue 4 won this last time, but that was with like over 100 people. Now I think we're down to like 80 players, so we'll see downsized what they do. Nielsen commanding Blue 4. I have not seen him command before. He might have done it once or twice in the past, but it's not noteworthy for me. So newer commander, but then again, as long as he just says, hey, units go this way, he'll be fine, in my opinion. LeBroy is going to be the 2 IC. Collins leading Blue 4 X-Ray. Tilster being the medic. Fez is going to be the 2 IC. Patriot taking the sniper rifle. Delta going with the Mark 14 EVR. Green Shade, SOCOM 16, both suppressed. Very minor differences between the two weapons, just some slight ones. Thunder Run, I mean, we could see Blue 4 do a Thunder Run instead, but even then, I mean, it took 30 minutes for them to just aggressively push everything, so they don't really need a Thunder Run. Otherwise, looking at the rest of Alpha, Blue 4 here. For Alpha, we've got Dogbert leading. Chow and Bayan are going to be taking the Mortar. Interesting. I think Chow and Bayan would be a good combo for that Mortar, but we'll see what they come up with. Otherwise, Elm Tree, Red Claws, Puma, Apache 1, Big Ham, and Lin under Alpha HQ. Bravo HQ being led by Dreek. Notice how Alpha actually merged both their Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 under Alpha HQ, whereas Bravo is keeping them separate. So we have Bridges leading Bravo 1 with Wheaton, Jax, Bannister, Roland, Black Fox, and Warwick. Under him, Bravo 2 led by Cosmonaut with Squeak, Miller, Wiki, and Martin. Under him, Norris leading Charlie HQ, Charlie 1 being led by Spralden with Carlson, Herb, Despo, Eagle, and Ace. Under him, Charlie 2 being led by Montgomery with Chult, Bates, Kearnshaw, Sholand, and Sablon. Under him, Lurch leading Delta HQ with Mito, Savan, and Dooley. Under him, looks like they merged part of, I think, either Delta 1 or Delta 2 with Delta HQ. Otherwise, commanding on Op 4, Veteran Commander Vagrant. Interesting. Maz as his 2 IC. Pushing up with X-Ray right now. Now, it's interesting because when you have rerun rounds, usually the side that loses dynamically changes their strategy, but in a very skewered, that's not the right term for it, in a very limited in maneuvering AO like this, a really thin one, it's, it can be really tough to have the attackers change their strategy. So Op 4 is going to be the team that really benefits from this, but if Op 4 is not careful and they split up their forces again, they could just very well get steamrolled, unfortunately. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But otherwise, Tender Banner being the platoon medic, Grab leading X-Ray, Bacon Flavored Ivan being the medic, Olaf being the 2 IC, and then Mutant and Falcon. Oh, no, Falcon's taking the sniper rifle and Mutant's taking an AKS. Interesting. So we'll see what Falcon's able to position. That was an interesting hop, and he glides away, but I think the sniper is a good call for this map because it's a lot of open areas. It's a thin map, though, so it's hard for the sniper to find a good position to Overwatch, but when he's able to, he can really capitalize on these areas. Also, explosive traps in these sectors would be a really, really good call for Op 4 to utilize because none of them were utilized last time this was run in EU1, but let's see if they change up their strategy. Otherwise, looking at the rest of the roster, Thyrib under Alpha HQ. He's on the multi, by the way. I don't know how he got away with his his Twitch URL. If you want to see the Twitch URL name, feel free to do !multi. I don't know how he got that through Twitch TOS, but he did. Chadwick leading Alpha 1 with Jack, Sharp, Stack Pro, Shrek, and Nova under him. Alpha 2 with Revanche leading Galil, Lolo, and Tiger. Schnuffles leading Bravo 1 with Korvac Twins, Space Cowboy, Carl, and Artisan. Charlie 1 being led by Pierce, but Pierce is folded into the group, so I think Pierce is actually Charlie HQ, joined up to lead Charlie 1, Hazuki, Saddam, Rust, Wise, Wayne, and Cobb, and then Charlie 2 has Tech, Glazed, Waldo, and Banks with Tech leading. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but he did it, you know? So, should be fine. Alrighty. So Op 4, we're seeing them set up a defensive line in Sector 2. That is what they did last time. Not seeing a lot of defense put on Sector 3. We do see have a few fortifications down. Let's see if Op 4 learned, because the pinnacle of how this assault got really pushed in was Scandi Recon followed another group of infantry up this riverbed, and then that group of infantry, there was a defensive position right here of 3 guys holding this area. They got grenaded to high hell. So we'll see if that strategy is capitalized on now that Op4 knows that that happened, but I mean, we're seeing Alpha over here. They're going to be mobile. I think they're going to push up on foot here, probably to go to the stadium. We had another Op4 squad in the previous round do something like that, but Op4 is going to really try to cement holding Area 2, which means this is going to heavily rely, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Falcon, to get a lot of early marksman kills, and I think he already has a decent view of that area, but he needs to find a position in the next 5 minutes to do some proper overwatch. Blue Fort could do a rush with the Humvees, but otherwise they're over the tables, so these tables have a script tied to them where it's like Sab's briefing table, where it makes a mini part of the map and, you know, shows the terrain, shows the buildings on a really small scale. It only plays client side, though, for anyone locally in the area, so it doesn't absolutely murder your frames, because Sab's briefing table does murder frames. But yeah, I mean, Blue 4, if they just do a line push like they did last time, I don't see anything wrong with that plan. Just have the M2 support. Like, there's not really any other way to do this AO. So we just need to see how Op4 changes this up. But we'll see how that goes. 5 slots on Lockmart plopping the SR-72 prototype mock-up and Lady Gaga vid. I don't know, because I don't follow Lockmart and I don't follow Lady Gaga, so I can't tell you about it. Falcon told me to tell you they wanted to put him in the backlines to snipe the enemy's ass. I don't think that's a bad idea, in all honesty, Don. If they put Falcon in a decent Overwatch position while Blue 4 is attacking, he could get a lot of kills. That's how Lolo got a good chunk of kills, too, in this round, because he was the Op4 sniper in round 1. He could do quite well. Falcon doesn't have a lot of room to maneuver here, so if he's put on the front line, I don't see that working. Instead, if they put Falcon somewhere on the ridge back here, on a decent Overwatch angle on the hill, right here, for example, I think he'd do a lot better, but I think Falcon's going to get a little bloodthirsty here. So tell Falcon he's an idiot, but we'll see how that goes. It's allowed 338, but if there's a firefight going on, they're not going to pay attention to the sniper. They're going to pay attention to the guy shooting in front of them. The only thing he'd have to fear is the marksman, but the marksmen are probably going to be supporting locally the Blue 4 guys, so he could use that as a distraction to pick off the M2 gunners, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, scrolling up because I think I saw some other people ask some other stuff. Don, thanks for fixing the bet, which is... oh, great. I just choked on my own spit like an idiot. Which is better, T-FAR or Acre? I personally prefer Acre for PvP because there's a lot of cool features Acre has, like the Babel system, which scrambles the other team's communication so you can't understand them. And there's a lot more radio options for encoding. I need to take a sip of water here. Give me a second. Anyway. I prefer Acre for PvP because of the additional features, especially for radio encryption that it offers, which are really, really cool for PvP. But for PvE, I like to keep things simple, and T-FAR keeps it simple. But T-FAR also has a lot of options for the Zeus to utilize some more advanced features to just make the operation a lot cooler. So those are my personal preferences. I know, for example, Coalition with CCOs run Acre. OFCRA and FNF run T-FAR, though, to keep it more simple. But that's also because OFCRA and FNF are more casual. Coalition really likes to hamper more advanced stuff and more exotic stuff. I'm not sure what AFI runs for their events, but I think it's Acre. But I don't think I've ever been to an AFI event, to be honest. ESM, I think, runs T-FAR. Yeah, no, they do run T-FAR. Well, no, I don't remember, actually. I think it's T-FAR, though, to keep it simple. But those are like 5-on-5. Like, that is Arma esports in the definition, so. And those are also ones where they do have cash prizes and shit. But, yeah, no, Op4 is going to go for a full stand on Sector 2. X-Ray is going to be directly on Sector 1. Lolo is, I think, going to... Lolo has yeeted away. He's now all the way back here. Interesting. All right, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. if the entirety of X-Ray dies within 10 to 15 minutes of game start, I'll laugh my ass off. That is a distinct possibility because Blue 4 might just immediately maneuver on and eliminate. Because that's what happened last round. Op 4 X-Ray hit up here, and they got swarmed by Scandi Recon. Now, here's the thing. Here's another caveat. Blue 4 had Scandi Recon and Papega Pirates with them. Two very aggressive players that really spearheaded those assaults. Oh my god, Don, how long did you put that prediction up for? Don, the fight might be decided by the time that prediction ends. Good god, Don. You ended it? Okay. You can manually end it now, eh? Did you see Web Knight Zombie mod? Yes, I did. It's a really cool mod, but it has the same issues with Ryan Zombies and Demons, where if you put too much down with too many players, it lags the fuck out of the server. So he optimized the scripts, but he also added a lot of additional functionality that also lags the fuck out of the server. But all right, Don, thanks for, it's not accurate to the timer. Yeah, you're right, because I don't see, all I see is the timer continuously going. I don't know if it's ended or not, but thank you for your due diligence. But I've noticed they, you already mentioned this, and I saw it earlier as well. They did add like 3rd and 4th options for bets now. So if we have like a 3-way fight, I don't have to like pick a faction and say, hey, will this one win based off of the players? So now we can have it go 3 ways. So we have just a massive battle line here. Previously, more forces went around the northern side, but they're just going to go all out for it. But as I was saying, because there's no Scandi and Papega to spearhead this, there's more Milsim groups on this side. 2nd MRB and 29th ID guys, so they're going to be a little slower to fight. And normally players like Falcon could really capitalize on that. But, I mean, look at X-Ray. Like, they're just hiding in the back line here. I think X-Ray are going to intentionally wait for Blue 4 to pass and then utilize their suppressed shooters to hit them in the rear. And then you got Falcon with a sniper rifle right here. Oh, Falcon. That's not a good spot. Like, it's got great overwatch on the road. Don't get me wrong, but where's your exit strategy? You are going to be exiting uphill in the open. There's no way in hell you're going to be able to pull back properly. And if Blue 4 is doing an envelopment strategy, you're going to run... oh, Falcon. ETA till DayZ event. Crusader, I'm hoping this round ends early because last time, the only reason I'm covering it is because it ended in 30 minutes last time. So I would say 11:45. If this is not done by midnight, I'll transfer over. But everything is set, Crusader. So please tell everyone that I will be on there ASAP. Also, since you're here, can you tell me if the DayZ sound bites are up? They should be already because I wanted to do that because I knew I'd do the immediate transition. So that saves me like, 2 minutes. But yeah, I would expect this round to be over by the 45 mark. The only way it's going to go to full time is if somehow X-Ray just stops Blue 4. And then Op 4 is slow to reinforce and Blue 4 has to re-attack. Which... Yep, it's working. Oh, wait, hold up. No, so on my other window, it came up as a sound bite. Fuck me. All right, I got to fix that. Because how I have it rigged is I'm not supposed to be able to see it come up on OBS, but you guys should be able to see it. So I know, actually, I can fix that right now. 1 second. That's just an ordering thing. So if I move that to there and I uncheck that box, cool. Now I shouldn't see them. We're set up in DayZ? Righto. Again, sorry, Crusader. Just the first round, they went into overtime. Well, they should have gone to overtime. They didn't go into overtime, but they added like an additional 5 minutes to safe start. So it pushed everything back, but that's okay. This is a quick round. Blue 4 is already halfway to Sector 1, and they're going to have very limited resistance on it. The main fight's going to be right here on Sector 2. Nobody expected the Bears. I'm going to be honest. So I'm going to let you guys in on a secret project I'm going to work on. DayZ recently added AI. And this is something I haven't told Frost to start working on yet. I will probably this weekend because I've been setting up my own shit for various things. But I'll talk about it on the Patreon post on Sunday. But DayZ Expansion recently released their version of AI, which is a build-up on a mod that made AI for DayZ, which was a build-up of another mod that made a mod for DayZ. So this is like the 3rd generation AI build. But what I want to do, especially since I have admin access, is I want to really put a test on the Infusion engine because I want to make like an actual Arma 3 style op as a quote-unquote Zeus, but utilizing the camera work I do for the DayZ events. And we want to run like, you know, an operation in DayZ. And I got to look into stuff. I'm probably going to have to pay Frost, you know, $100 or something to get it going. But by the way, the funding for the DayZ server all comes from the Soundbites, but it also comes from DayZ Pay for Pains now, because I have to pay Frost to set all that stuff up, because we have custom drop tables and all this other custom crazy shit that he does for the server, but that's because I pay him. But I'm going to pay him to look into this for me, so then I can learn how to set things up, and then we're going to have basically, you know, ops in DayZ, and we're going to make that probably once a week once it gets going, but it's going to be a test run. But that is also to showcase what Arma 4 is going to look like, because DayZ runs a really old version of the Infusion engine that's heavily out of date these days. But I've heard a rumor that Arma Reforger is going to be coming out at the end of the year, which I was told by the guy that told me is actually supposed to be public knowledge. I just didn't dig into it yet, but I believe him based off of what else I've been hearing about that game. But that's going to get into stuff that might piss a few people off, but I digress. So Arma Reforger is also going to be run on the Infusion engine, which you can publicly find. It's a remake of Arma Cold War Assault. And they released some images from the map Nagovo in the Infusion engine. So I want to see if I can get a little ahead of the curve and show off what Arma 4 is going to be like. Hell, I'm going to message Frost right now since I have a second, just as a reminder. I'm sending this to you at the moment because I'm going to forget later, but I forgot to send this to you last week, comma, I need to ask something of you, and it is going to be a paid thing, period. All right. There you go. Breaking news by Weewoo. Otherwise, Blue 4 being a little cautious, they're going to immediately touch that sector. Then I think these guys are going to wait like 5 minutes and then push up. But look, Falcon, I think, has already realized that that position is a shitty one. He has moved back here. This is a much better position. Oh! Sorry, that was loud. As you can see, I get very excited when people play their fucking roles properly. Who the fuck did he just snipe? He's already sniping someone else. So we got Warwick. Warwick was the original shoutcaster. Oh, he got another one. He got Bannister. See, this position is beautiful. Absolutely fucking beautiful. He's going to immediately pull back with those 2 kills. That's going to slow down Blue 4's advance on the flank. Get a few kills, pull back. Amazing. Before the marksman can turn around and fire at him. We got Miller now suppressed him because he sees that movement, but those shots aren't going to hit him. I mean, this is fucking Falcon we're talking about. Anyone can get shot by a random lucky headshot, but unlikely. Oh, I'm so sorry about that squeal. It was a beautiful snipe, but I'm like, yeah, no, from that building, he's got really shit eyes, and then he moved to literally a perfect spot to watch that open field and gets 2 headshots, thus proving my point. That's our boy. So Blue 4's already adapting here to do a battle line right here, leaving only this squad to take Sector 1. This might work in X-Ray's favor, because now it's only 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 5. But these guys have suppressed weaponry. So if they get a good ambush on them as they're passing by, X-Ray could defeat this group. Unlikely, but they could at least cause heavy casualties, and then they could push in. But Blue 4's going to sweep around. And that is the smart thing for Blue 4 to do here, to make sure this area is clear so they don't get walked up on the rear. So that is going to make it tougher for these guys. You have them covering windows, but you never want to be prone in a building, especially at an angle where someone's going to walk up on you, because what's the first thing someone's going to see when they open this door? Your head. So what are they likely going to hit when they point their weapon down and start pulling the trigger? Your head. What happens when you get shot in the head once? You die. So I would argue you want to be crouched in a building to raise your target profile so people aim center mass into your torso where your vest is. So you're more likely to tank more shots. Oh, this is amazing. Let me guess, Red Claw doesn't see... How do you not see the guns? Wait, no, on your camera we just saw the gun. Bro. Bro, he just went into binos and saw that dude's face. Oh my god. And he got shot in the face. Grab went down. This is the definition of shooting fish in a barrel, though. 2 people just went down. See, look, Bacon got up, preventing that 240 Bravo guy from hitting him in the face. He instead aimed center map. Bacon. Bacon, you bellend. Bacon, you fucking just killed yourself. I praised you, and this is what you do to me. You genius. Are you... Well, that happened. That happened. Okay. Well, there goes X-Ray. Falcon still in the back line on 2 kills. He's now on the rooftop over here. Another decent spot. A little more open, but he's got people to scout for him now, which is great. But Blue 4 has to get closer for him to find angles to hit people. So not a lot of open areas for him to hit people, but again, now he's folded into the AO. We also got a cord static right here, but he'll be able to get some pickoffs to stop Blue 4 from pushing across the street, which is going to cause Blue 4 to push down this angle where Op 4 is heavily fortified. Now, Blue 4 is already harassing from up here. That's going to pull some attention away, but that's only the rear guard focusing on that one position. So we still have these guys on the front that can focus on that, but I think they might get overwhelmed, especially since this riverbed can be utilized to move up. But it stops short. You got this open kill zone here that you might have Op 4 utilize here to catch them by surprise. But already, I know this round's going to take longer than 30 minutes. Beautiful HE hit. Unfortunately, it hit the front side of that Hesco, which shaped the blast and do minimal damage. But definitely shocked Op 4 here and forced them to pull back to their secondary defensive line. Again, AT with HE rounds is more of a shock weapon than anything to make people panic to run back. People that don't understand the meta, which is a lot, because the only way you're going to understand the meta is if you live, sleep, and breathe Arma 3 and develop missions and understand how everything works, but it makes them run back. But if someone knows what they're doing, they'll know that that was just minimally effective. We just had someone fire it. Oh, wait, no, this is a crossfire from a cord firing from across the way. Now, here's the one issue with this plan. Now, it really for Op 4, it undermines Blue 4's alpha element here, which could eventually come up and counterattack if this position proves to hold out. By having this line right here, this is showing that Op 4 does plan to pull back at some point. Now, if we see alpha push up here, then we know Op 4 is committing to holding Sector 2 and not Sector 3 because there's going to be no one to overwatch the cover of Op 4 pulling away. So if we see Alpha make that push, we might even see them with a few preliminary forces pushing up. But this flank would be great in forcing this group to stay here. And so the rest of this force can hold this one position, because these guys outnumber this force coming up because Alpha has been pinned by X-Ray back there. The one caveat that Blue 4 has is the mortar, which is being run by Bay and Dooley, or Chow. Is it Bay and Chow or Bay and Dooley? It is Alpha, it's Bay and Chow. So Chow's on it. I think Bay and Chow would be able to effectively put mortar strikes down, but I mean, this is Bay and Chow. Bay is, in my opinion, the best player with an FNF. And you see them shooting down the parachute, so it lands. That's from a Hunt IR round. It's basically a camera fired from a grenade launcher to give you a top-down view of the enemy's positions. But Bay out of play is an interesting call. They have to have a Humvee back there to immediately transport them. They do not. So they're going to have to send a Humvee back to pick them up. But there's 4 of them, which 4 people can fit in a Humvee. All right. Because there's the gunner spot as well. So 1 driver and then 4 additional slots. But look at this. So Op 4, they're actually starting to pull out of that defensive stadium. They're going to start attacking. So this is where Op 4 is going to make their defensive line because they feel comfortable about these positions. Let's look back at Falcon, the sniper here, because the sniper is going to make or break this scenario. Falcon's still only on 2 kills. He's trying to sight more. Not going for attacks all the way to the south because they're too long range of a shot. You got Blue 4 X-Ray coming around as well. That could counter Alpha's for Op 4's positioning here. But that sniper for Blue 4 also needs to start trying to get some long-range pickoffs, because otherwise it's not really going to work out for Alpha's attack. Meanwhile, looking over to the south, the 2 remaining Op 4 guys, wow, it's Olaf and Maz. 2 really good players here. As I say that, Maz shows off what I'm saying here. He gets a shot on Puma and takes him out. We have, it's all at the building where a lot of people have gotten killed off. Good God. You clipped Bacon grenading himself. Beautiful. So Maz is 2 IC as well. So he's holding on here. He's gotten 2 kills so far, and then he's with Olaf, who's got no kills. He's pulling rear security to watch the left in case anyone flanks, which we have Dooley starting to do that. And he is the type of aggressive player to flank because he is one of the players we see a lot with Bay, who is super aggressive. So Falcon's still moving around. The only reason we're not seeing anything come to the super far right is because they're getting held up. As I say that, Olaf, I think, just got hit by Dooley. But that's, I think Alpha was supposed to hold the far left flank as Bravo pushed in, but they're being tied down by the remainder of X-Ray's team. So this group's not going to be out of position, but that is fine because this group alone cannot take all of those guys down. Seen some long-range GLs coming in as Grenadier rounds. Silver lining, though, this will be done by midnight because it's 35 rounds remaining. But no, some great GLs being used as pretty much indirect fire at this point. Maximum range, hitting right on these guys, forcing them to pull back into a Vic for cover. And then the other Humvee's down there. Meanwhile, X-Ray setting up right here. They got their spotting scope out. They're looking in this direction to try to find more of Alpha. And their sniper is back here. That is Patriot. Trying to get a click on him so I can see his kill count. He is on none right now, and they're advancing. Trying to close the distance. Now, a sniper with that 338 at a medium, even, I mean, in my definition, short range for him, but medium range for players at about that 200, I'd argue 150 to 300 meter mark is deadly, because that's really easy time for him to just engage stuff. I thought I saw an op4 marker here disappear, but I don't see the body. But there's Sector 1 being captured. They finally folded in. Olaf's woken back up. Dooley holding this zone. Bacon got fried. But now you have a Humvee coming around right here. We just heard a mortar land as well. Mortars are being utilized on this Alpha position over here. I think that's a bad call. They should be focusing on the more entrenched positions of the sector, but I guess it might be because X-Ray is directly tied to them. Hearing some AT getting launched as well. I'm looking for the marksman within Alpha here. I'm not seeing it, but we got Sharp up here. Trying to get some pickoffs on Charlie too. With that iron. We do have a man down back here. Blue Force trying to maneuver onto this building. More accurate shots coming in. Sholin's going prone. Yeah, Sharp didn't get that one kill, so I don't know who picked him off, but I'm trying to see if Alpha has a marksman here, because a marksman in this area would be great for locking this area down. He has a long range, so it's definitely not him. You got Galil with the PKP. Tiger with a rifle. Looks like he was the combat engineer. And then we got Lolo right here, and I don't think he was the marksman either. There's another GL. So Alpha might not have a marksman rifle, but we're seeing some smoke rounds being fired at these guys because the arc of the smoke is going up that way. So an interesting play by the defenders, but to obscure their battle lines, potentially to allow Alpha to push in, even though they're under mortar fire, is not a bad strategy. Yeah, I think Slushy's right, though. On the previous thing, I probably did curse Bacon. So Falcon's moved up. He's looking around, trying to sight targets here. There's some right below him. But they're going to be using that riverbed I called out to move in. And these guys are still being tied down by Olaf and Maz. Maz on 2 kills still, Olaf on none, but it's keeping these guys here so they can't push up that far left flank with Bravo. So in macro strategies for any PvP match, sometimes putting a few forces out to tie down a larger force, especially if they have a numbers advantage, is incredibly important. That way, a less sized force makes the main attack, which gives you a more favorable odds and outcome. Because when you're doing PvP and thinking tactics and logic, the more even you can make the fight, the better. Because defenders on an even fight usually have the advantage because they have the fortified positions, and the attackers have to maneuver to the defenders and be put themselves in open positions to potentially get shot to get the objective done. So with all these forces so far divided, and Alpha doing a great job keeping Charlie and X-Ray tied down because they're trying to come around this left flank here. Patriot, I think, found the border there, but he doesn't want to move up on this open area because that's suicide. You don't want the sniper to get within 100 meters of enemy forces, because that's just asking for trouble. But Blue 4, I think, is too weak and too spread out on this battle line to properly take Sector 2. Now you got Saddam aggressively pushing down this riverbed. You don't really want to see that because Blue 4, these are Milsim players, so they're going to be more cautious, but they're also going to be more likely to put security elements down as they maneuver cautiously. So Saddam might just get blown away here. As I say that, Miller spots him and blows him away. What was that, the FN Mag? Nope, that was the 240 Golf, which, you know, is like an FN Mag, 7.62 by 51 NATO, 100 rounds. So, yeah. I do appreciate what Falcon's doing. He's trying to find an angle here because the prey that would come around is getting tied down by X-Ray still, which are down to 5 players now. Maz finding them out in the open. Trying to put some shots on him. He's up on 3 kills right now. Gets a 4th. Quickly tries to roll away. He's rolling in the open, though. Savan, I think, had to reload, which is the only thing that saved Maz. Maz now trying to gun Mito down. He's going to spot Dogbert here. Got some great shots on him. Gets some more side shots. Going for the double tap. And he finally gets taken out by Mito. But I think he got 5, yeah, before he went down. So, bad alpha element. I mean, 2v1. Those are good odds for Olaf. He is wounded, though. He just hasn't bandaged yet. But Olaf got a kill. I think that was on Dooley, who was over here. And, yep, he is dead. Yep, Dooley. So, that alpha HQ element still waiting on the mortar, but... Falcon, he's getting antsy, which is why he's going aggressive. He's gotten a 3rd kill, though, so he picked off someone here. And now he's going aggressive on the push. We do see some bandages right here, so we might have gotten another hit by on someone that pulled back, or they got hit in the firefight. But why this Blue 4 element's pushing back? I think to reinforce back here. So he's making the main force pull back, which is elongating this fight over here on Alpha. Zeus, I said it would be after FNFNA, and I'm sorry to say it's running over, so... It'll at least be by midnight, because I remember the first one we ran at midnight because FNFNA ran over. I just make sure it doesn't go past midnight, but... It's a late night thing, buddy, I'm sorry. It's as soon as I can get it. Blue 4 has done a really bad attack strat here, which is going to drag things out. Patriot! Again, this is why you don't want the sniper to be running on point. Sharp picking off the other guy. Revanche now firing. So, Blue 4 lost their sniper, which should be in the back line supporting. I can't believe that just happened. Did Olaf get the other 2 kills? Because they're gone. Yep, Olaf's up to 3. So the entirety of Alpha got wiped, even though the 3 Op4 guys got screwed early. Yeah, I don't think Blue 4 is going to win this one because they're too badly spaced out. We have the M2 Humvee now rushing that position. I think Alpha has a tube somewhere. Yeah, Sharp has it. So if he waits it out, but there's multiple vehicles pushing. Hey, Maz.
You see X-Ray's final stand over there?
Yeah, and then Olaf got the other 2, so you wiped Alpha as a 5-man element, so good shit. You got 5 kills yourself, yeah.
Yeah, they did, I don't know how they knew we were in there. I was kind of surprised.
They didn't know the 3 people were in the building. The guy literally poked his head in. He had a view of the gun, but for whatever reason then pulled his binos out. And then as soon as he went in the binos, you know how it like makes you lower your stuff? So then he noticed the guy below him. So then he pulled his gun out. And then Bacon accidentally bad fragged everyone too, which was funny. But...
Jesus.
Yep, now I got Shadwick and Sharp still flanking here. They got the gunner of the M2. They knocked out Colin. Herb is now panically firing. This is just silly at this point. Sharp and Chadwick on 5 kills together. Someone just flew away. I think that was the body of the gunner that they were pulling out. Tilster now trying to push this position. Revanche taking some grenades.
How's your night, man?
It's good. I got a DayZ event to do after this. I got a few people yelling at me because we were supposed to start 4 minutes ago, but FNF's running a little late. That's why I always put a disclaimer in the events to say, hey, it is either at 11:30 or when NA ends. I just know if NA doesn't, if it lasts beyond midnight, then I don't cover round 3. But this one I took a risk because I thought, you know, because this was EU round 1, it went really quickly. So I thought this one would go really quickly. But That's not the case. AT going in, hits the Humvee, but it doesn't destroy it. It only damages it because it's not armored one. One of the wheels are down. Sharp just knocked out Colin, who woke up, so I doubt he's going to wake up again. And now you have Chadwick trying to step up to hit that 50 cal gunner. Sharp is also trying to get some headshots. There's the headshot by Sharp. And now Chadwick's on 4 kills, Sharp is on 3, so 7 kills between these two.
See, this is what we were scared of in EU round 1 as the attackers, is going at it like how they're doing it.
Yep.
That's how Pierce wanted to do it, and we were like, you know, that's a good idea, but...
Fez now pushing. Sharp doesn't notice the gunshots right next to him. It's up to Chadwick to win this 1v1. It's the twirl of death, and he gets Fez before he can get that 249 to start firing. So that is now, I think, 9 kills. Kabui gets taken out as well by Sharp. Sharp on 3, Chadwick on 5, Sharp now on 4. 9 kills. These two have pretty much wiped most of a squad together. That is nuts. Thyreb now trying to get some flanking shots here as we got Lolo pushing up, fighting Montgomery in a 1v1. Lolo goes for a maneuver around. Montgomery caught reloading. Lolo runs out of ammo. Montgomery's now going to push as Lolo pulls back to reload. Ah, the reload wars. Lolo throws a grenade behind him. Hopefully that shrapnel doesn't reach him. Nope, he folds behind the building in time. What a skirmish. Montgomery, I think, also threw a grenade out there. Beautiful. Now, you got Tilster coming around as Tiger and Galil are pushing in Galil with that PKP. I think Tiger heard those footsteps. He is a combat engineer, so he might be able to throw an explosive round. Tilster not watching that direction, so if Tiger pushes out, he's going to spot him. Yeah, there it is. Shot in the back. Sorry, go ahead, Mask.
Humvee rush. I was asking where I saw it before. Very deja vu right now.
Why? Because Flux did it last round? He got blown up for it, though. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, they are pushing. The driver just got shot by Tenderbaner. He actually broke the window and killed him.
Did Falcon tell you what he asked?
Hold on. Eagle goes out and blows someone away with a headshot, and I think Op4 is also shooting at him. Satchel goes up on the charts and manages to still kill him from range because they blew up a chain of buildings. Blew up the shed, and that somehow killed him. Amazing. Falcon still on 3 kills. He's just in the middle of this entire area. But yeah, no, they said Falcon was supposed to be on the back line.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to be with us in those buildings, and he dished, and I was like, okay, Falcon, just go on a hill somewhere. You're not part of Vector anymore.
So he was in a really shitty position, and then he moved to a really good one, got 2 single headshots, pulled away, got another headshot, and now he's just maneuvering through enemy territory. I think he's about to die, though, because CQC with a sniper is not the best call, but... Oh, no, Falcon has a 240 Bravo. Where did you... Oh, and a big backpack.
He got it probably from the people we
put
killed.
the sniper rifle scope on the 240 Bravo.
Well, that's cursed.
And now he took it off because he realizes people are coming close to him. But if he stays there bipoded, he could probably mow Cosmonaut down as he comes up. Oh, my God. I love it. Long-range suppressive fire. But now Alpha's pushing through. It's only Montgomery still alive there. He got in a one-on-one with Lolo. I think he took Lolo out because I don't see him anymore. Yep, and I think he left the server too. So Blue 4 is only down to a handful. Op 4 also down to a handful, but Op 4 is more spread out. Blue 4 might be able to rally and push in. Falcon mows down Martin. Good use of smoke. What do you just put down right there? Doesn't double tap Martin, so Martin lightweight back. Yeah, as I say it. Falcon trying to reacquire Martin here, as Martin now goes to the side. Falcon doing his best to spot him.
Nade.
Doesn't get the roll.
Oh, squeak. Nice.
But the grenade he threw got Martin.
Nice.
Send it.
No,
So
it doesn't count
Falcon
'cause it's shrapnel.
6. Yeah.
Yeah, the shrapnel doesn't count for him because
Liru,
A
keep
shrapnel
up
doesn't
the
add to the
great
kill
work
count,
you
but
do for
my
this
god.
game.
Yeah, you have to add like at least 20 kills to everybody.
Sean
in that
Detone,
score.
thanks so much for the 4-month resub. I hope
Because
you
of
keep enjoying the
shrapnel.
operations, my friend. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Also, Keys, if I didn't say it, I hope you keep enjoying the content, man. Arma's a great game.
Not this scoreboard, but you know the one.
Yeah. Platoon HQ jumping out, literally charged position. Shrek is going to say, what is Blue 4 doing in the swamp? And Nielsen blows him away because Shrek didn't properly PID that. Oh well.
He hit him a bunch.
Bayant gets blown away. This is Alpha with the mortar, so I guess they ran out of mortar ammo or they just dropped the mortar because no one was calling in fire missions, or they wasted them all on Alpha 1. But
Bay has gotten really unlucky tonight.
he
He ambushed me and missed all of his shots last round, and I killed him.
yeah, I saw that in the 1v1. Bay, I saw a few times. He was like one of the first to die. Round 2 EU, he stepped on an explosive trap and died on Terminal 3 on that rear attack.
Now watch him just clean up right here.
Yep, all right, he's back up. But no, I was speculating in EU too because Bay died. It was only like 5 or 6 people left on Blue 4. If Bay was still alive, he probably would have tied, like, even the scale there. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
probably.
Ooh. Because, I mean, him, Falcon, Flux, most members of Pepega, I mean, they're some of the best, so.
I unironically almost shoot myself when he shot at me.
Ha.
I wasn't expecting. He was just in a bush in the middle of a fucking desert. Guy's a nightmare. Oh, here we go. Humvee pushing in.
Here he go. So Blue 4 has the number advantage for Sector 2. I don't think Op 4 would be able to stop if, let me clarify here. So if Blue 4 takes Sector 2, they can load up in the Humvee and just rush Sector 3. Op 4 would not be in a position to defend.
Yep.
Op 4 have the numbers advantage right now, but they're scattered. And they still have Alpha on the side awaiting orders to fold in. So they're only going to fold in on their own volition because I assure you comms have broken down at this point.
Vagrant's still alive.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if
He's
Command's still
really
alive.
good. He's really good at Command.
It's just general FNF, though. Comms usually break down at this point when you're
They
only
do.
down to a few squads, so.
Is Tender alive?
Otherwise, I'd
No,
imagine
he
Alpha
is
HQ
down.
would be trying to aggressively push in at this point, but they're just kind of staying in the back. They're dicking around here, actually.
I didn't even see these Overwatch
Amazing.
positions that Twins and Cowboy Carl have.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad they don't have the weapons for it.
Yeah, Falcon was up here with a sniper earlier, but he just couldn't get any eyes on. Wow, cored by Schnuffles. Just knocked out and double-tapped Cosmonaut. Vagrant just got a great kill as well. Was that Bay? No, Bay's still in the Humvee. He pushed all the way back here with 2 other people. All right, but yeah, no, Blue 4's numbers are starting to get whittled down. I think this will be it. Bridges might be able to turn in. No, he's looking through a little slit, trying to see if Vagrant's going to push through.
If he has a nade, yep. Oh,
Great angle.
Vagrant, see?
Vagrant. See, that should have killed him, but the shrapnel on Arma. Not Arma. Wait, Bridges rolls in. And Vagrant still gets him because he was prone. Again, prone puts your head forward, and you just need 1 tap to the head to win in that spray fight.
I blame the kit. Look at that helmet that Vagrant's wearing. It absorbed all the shrapnel, obviously.
Yeah. Right, yes. His helmet absorbed the shrapnel, of course. All right, my mistake.
Whoever made these kits suck.
It's funny how you say that. This is Op 4, right?
Oh, look at Bay. Look at Bay.
Oh my god.
What is this? Oh, Bay's gonna make the
It's
same
round
mistake.
3 NA.
What is happening?
Oh my god, Schnuffles. Schnuffles, what
Come
the
on, Bay.
fuck black
Oh,
magic
Bay gotta
bullshit
kill
is this?
Oh my
Bay's
God,
gonna
Bay's
end
gonna
it. Of course.
Come on, Cowboy.
By the way, the joke, it's Maz. He made the kits. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Did he? He did not.
Oh my
And then he gets
God.
blown up by a rocket. Oh. He got both of them, too, up there. I tabbed out to make a joke, but oh. And he dies. Yeah, this is why Bay is literally nightmare fuel, because he just sniped 2 people, killed
Yeah,
Shuffles.
I mean, he could be in the worst position. He just turns it around.
Yeah. Oh, man. Blue 4's down to
Told you.
3 people. Op 4 has over a dozen. Actually,
Hey, Mr. Angry Sniper
5,
Pants.
6, 7,
I called
8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12. Oh, there's Falcon.
it. I told you that would have happened.
Falcon,
I
we
told
killed
Vagrant, you didn't
we killed
believe
like a
Falcon,
squad and a half,
yeah,
right?
they wiped the squad. It was only Olaf remaining, but they killed the entirety of Alpha.
Maz, let me just fucking fix bayonets with 338.
Exactly.
Forgive me.
Exactly. See, this guy complains about everything. Bayonets, come on, that's like the coolest part of FNF.
Dude, if
You don't like getting
FNF was
into
cool, they
melee
would have done a
combat?
lot cooler shit a while ago. They
Olaf
would
is
have
still
actually put
alive.
bayonets in if they were.
Still only on 3
I
kills,
would
though.
love bayonets.
Well, fucking put him in, Mr. Kit Creator.
I don't have the mod.
Well, you know what? Sounds like a skill issue.
Skill issue.
Even though it's really not. It's a mod issue.
Oh,
I
now the
actually did
drop.
something. I'm glad you
Oh,
were
wow, there's a
effective,
lot.
Falcon.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was misranged, and I had a feeling I was misranged.
I mean, you killed
I
them.
pulled the trigger, and I
Roland?
aimed at the dude's
Roland?
dick
Ah.
in his face. Roland? Oh, he's doing the Lolo strat. Oh, here.
Dun
It's gonna
dun
be
dun
mind-blowing.
dun 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 dun
Thanks.
dun dun dun
Thanks,
dun. Hey, hey. What is?
See, Banks has to redeem himself. No, see, Banks has to redeem himself ever since he accidentally friendly fired the helicopter, and I think you
He
or
got like 3 or 4 kills that round. I mean, kind of redeemed
Amazing.
himself.
yeah,
Okay, so minus,
everyone's
minus what was it,
criticizing.
2?
it,
Tiger,
okay, everyone's criticizing.
stop it.
Because of my long scoped and it's effective if you're at distance, not when you're point blank. But I was trying to see through the bushes, so cut me some slack.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up in
Actually,
4 minutes, regardless of what happens, because Blue 4's lost.
Yeah.
And I have an event to go do. So, Dawn is saying it sounds like a skill issue, Falcon.
Hey, Arma is a mysterious game that Dawn has never played, so she has never experienced the absolute bullshit that it is. So she can say skill issue all she wants. She can't talk shit till she plays.
Coming from the guy that put a sniper rifle scope on a 240 Bravo and still got dicked.
Well, I took it off. I was trying to see through the bushes as I was sitting. And through the wall of smoke.
All right, 3 minutes. Because I don't know if these guys are going to just bypass and try to go to Sector 3, or if they're going to just actually go for the objective here, but...
I mean, I think you should wrap it up, to be honest.
Yep. I'm going to
I'm
give it
gonna
a
go to bed
fair bit
myself.
of time, but... 2 more minutes, but yeah, no, these guys are just staying in the low ground. Not 4 just has to defend Sector 2, so...
All right, you gentlemen have a good night.
See you, Maz. Have a good one. See you next week.
See you.
Yeah, so now they're advancing. Op 4 is going to fold in all their defensive forces here. Explosive traps going off just to get rid of them at this point. This is it, you know? You got Wiki moving all the way down here. I mean, ugh. You know what I mean? Week's on 2 kills. He sees Platoon HQ. Come on, give me something. He's right there on that right side. Oh, he folded in. Now he's in cover. He's moved to that second story, but he didn't see him. There he is, Mr. Hat. Eliminate him. Excellent. Trusting Bravo 1 here to move in. I know I said I'd leave, but it's like they're actually doing the assault here. And I need to see Bravo 1 do this counterattack, but it looks like they're going to stop short and take that fortified position. Maybe get friendly fired. Come on. Wiki coming around on the right. Might run into Sharp, who, I mean, he's been having a good round. He's on 5. Wiki spots Sharp moving. At least I thought Wiki caught it. He might not have. I mean, this is a great position for Sharp, to be honest. Now we got Artisan pushing up here. Squeaky, if it goes back to that rock, he might get some great flank shots on Olaf and Artisan here. Look, the good news is Daisy, I only need 5 minutes to, like, jump in and get that done, so. Enlighten me, Don. What is Siege Syndrome? Because I do not play Rainbow Six Siege, but I'd assume if they all just start trickling in one at a time. How did that make Squeaks jump? You know what? Sometimes it's best not to question it. Go kill hungry and run out and die? Makes sense. Or friendly fire your own team, which, well, I mean, it's tough enough. Friendly on friendly. Ooh. Two v 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. I mean, it was 4v12. Now it's 2v7. I mean, they're cutting them down. Trying to hit Korvac with that unbipoded, though he's very unlikely to hit. AT goes into Squeak's face. But Squeaks ain't giving it up. Wiki's going to pull back, probably bandage a little bit. Yep. As soon as he tries to push it, though, Sharp is going to catch him out in the open. Now pushing out. Yeah, Sharp's just going to camp this, and I don't blame him. This is, again, a very good position to stop anything coming from the south. 7-minute war. The only way I see this working is if Wiki actually runs up to those buildings and clears them out, but he's been being very cautious about this, so he just might. 7 minutes, that's still plenty of time. Technically, it'll kick into overtime if it goes into Sector 2, but, oh, man. This could be a 4-hour video. I'm going to tab out 1 second, just look at my footage. 34 gigs, good God. Hopefully the DayZ event will be a little quicker. Wiki might catch Banks out in the open here. Knocks him out. A lot of shots put in. Banks could wake back up. Nova, though, catches Wiki out in the open and takes him out. Now it's just up to Squeaks. Korvac might gun him down from the bunker. It's only if he's looking. Wild, usually they're deleted, but that's only after I finish processing them too and uploading. Roland, I appreciate it. In the future, this goes for everyone. Ask me before you advertise. Thank you. I'm gonna be nice about it, but hope you had fun. Glad you had fun if you did. Sorry if you didn't. But now we're gonna have Squeaks flank around on the riverbed to pull back. Might be able to get up and get Korvac. 5 minutes remaining. Tech's doing a tactical reload, that's why he's folded down, so he minimizes his profile. Korvac doesn't spot Sholand, or he might have actually, now he's trying to run in. 5 minutes, I mean, this means Squeaks is going to be able to get back in there. With a 240, I think he might be able to do it, but he's going to have to make a judgment call here. It's 1 versus 6, because I doubt Banks is going to wake back up. But technically, he only needs to kill 3 people in the zone, but he's going to have to fight through Korvac as well. Nova didn't shoot Banks, it was Wiki. Nova shot Wiki, who was right here. Wiki knocked Banks out. You survived, almost. Yeah, Olaf, I know. Did a great job, though, with Maz taking out Blue 4 Alpha. Because if you didn't tie Blue 4 Alpha down, they would have probably killed a few more Op 4 guys, and the round would have turned around. It would probably be an Op 4 defeat. Korvac spotted up high, but unfortunately, the recoil by Squeaks' 240 doesn't land him the kill. I don't see any blood here either, so his shot's completely whiffed. Just based on the fact that Squeaks isn't able to handle that recoil of that weapon properly, I don't think he's going to be able to get this. Four minutes. Squeaks is probably going to have to bypass Korvac to then try to take these 3 guys out. Now, granted, if they all stay together, Squeaks could potentially get a triple kill in the sector. Well, no, Galil's also in here on a different zone, and Korvac could run in at the first sign of trouble. Yep, Korvac's going to smoke and pull back. I'd say EU was really interesting for FNF because you had 2 really good rounds of coordination, and then it like completely fell apart in the 3rd round. You had the
So let's give him a warm welcome.
you had the Stainer kill everyone. Oh, Tech. No, he's looking the wrong way. Squeaks. Oh, beautiful. But he doesn't land the kill. There we go. That was the best thing he could have done. I mean, in the middle of the road, probably not the best idea. Got a little tunnel vision there, but hey, it worked. But oh my god, his accuracy, even with it bipoded and rested. But CQC, you don't really have to aim. You can just hold the trigger down and keep your mouse low. All right. Oh, no. Take your time, Squeaks. That's not taking your time, Squeaks. He doesn't get hit, though. He should have gone prone and bipoded again. He would have been able to get both of them, or at least Galil on that corner. Now he's tipped his hand, so he's going to maneuver. Tries to find another angle on them to see if they would aggressively push. They're not. Instead, Ompor is moving to push around him. Squeaks takes damage from that grenade. 4 people in the zone. It's a 1v5. Technically 1v4 because there's 4 people in said zone. Because Korvac also pushed in. He's up high and he gets Squeaks, and that is GG. All right. Pay it out to Op4. Morning, Jonesy. All right. There we go. Pay it out. Now we have to go